Do you believe UEDCL is performing to the expectations of the public?
Of course, we do follow and we receive feedback from the public. We have noted the different challenges and complaints coming from the public, especially with what there is being termed as rampant power outages. And the company has endeavored to clarify the cause of many of these power outages, including vandalism that we are tackling as the whole of government. So the company is doing its best and it's working towards achieving its targets.
When you look at the vandalism alone, ever since UEDCL took charge, it's like it has become more rampant and more pronounced than it was before. Guys are bringing down the towers like in the night. So someone is wondering what's going on and how are you curbing it?
Yes, indeed. And by the way, vandalism is not completely a new phenomena because UEDCL
it
took
is.
over, not at all. The trend we have seen, and it is a matter we've discussed in our security meetings. We have a joint technical committee. It's a security meeting where we meet with the rest of the security organs. As we enter the festive season, we tend to see a hike in cases of vandalism. But also, as we enter elections, we also equally tend to see a spike in cases of vandalism. So we are tackling this in a multi-pronged way. Number one, we are working with the utility companies, in this case, the affected utility companies, Uganda Electricity Transmission Company and Uganda Electricity Distribution Company, to ensure that we engage the communities more. Our networks are spread. So, especially on the distribution side, so it is very difficult to man them physically. They are spread through communities. So we are doing a lot of community policing. We have received many reports from the community and we've intercepted a number of vandals. So we will continue raising creating public awareness on the matter of vandalism. Number two, as the ministry, we reviewed our Electricity Act and provided for stringent prosecution penalties. Previously, vendors were being penalized under the penal code, and the penalties were dismal. They were not deterrent. But in the new Electricity Act, we've provided for stringent measures, and we are working with the Directorate of Public Prosecution to ensure that vendors are prosecuted in line with this new law. That way, we believe that
What's
with
the
time,
maximum sentence for?
the maximum sentence can go up to terrorism. You saw 2 months ago, 62 vendors were charged with terrorism. But the monetary penalties go to about 1 billion Ugandan shillings.
Are the UEDCL staff, all of them, like top management, competent enough to carry on in the next 1.5 years?
Well, in bringing on board the UEDCL staff, they went through a competitive process, be it those who were in UEDCL earlier on or those who joined from Umeme, there was a process. So speaking about their competence, I am confident that they are competent. That doesn't take away that just like any officer, you have your strengths, you have your weaknesses, you must know your blind spots and work on improving those. So the role of we, the leaders, is to then support such staff to improve in their performance where necessary. But of course, if you're put on a performance improvement plan and there is no improvement, then any leader, like any company or employer, you then have to take certain actions, especially when it concerns serving the public.
Was there a plan by the ministry to fire some of them?
Not at all. So what happened as the ministry, because of the different outcry and we were getting from the public, We've been engaging the company on an ongoing basis on issues of performance, and we meet almost on a bi-weekly basis to ensure that they are on track on issues of procurement and others. So for the best way the ministry can then understand what's happening in the company is to cause for the board to undertake a further deeper assessment of the company. So we instituted an audit, which is a standard regulatory audit by the Electricity Regulatory Authority. We required them to just go in, as is their normal practice, the regulator, and undertake an assessment of several areas, including people management and performance. Because, many times we focus on the hardware, technology, etc. But one of my great writer that I love, Peter Drucker, he says culture eats strategy for breakfast. So you can have a great strategy, but if you don't sort out the people issues, then those can become a showstopper. So we wanted to understand, are there any challenges? So when we received the report from the regulator, the prudent thing to do as the ministry was to then validate and verify the report of the regulator. And that's why we instituted a quick board-led inquiry for the board to then guide and advise the ministry on exactly what's happening in the company and how we tackle it in a comprehensive manner.
Thank you so much for according us your time and giving us an update about the energy sector.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.